Hello, welcome to Political Tarot by Sherry. I'm Sherry, and in today's reading, I want to look at that cabinet meeting that happened last week, and specifically kind of what happened between Musk and Secretary of State Rubio and also the Transportation Secretary Duffy. It looks as though at least two secretaries were not happy with what Musk is doing, and so I just kind of want to look at that meeting and kind of like what can we expect going forward with that, especially as it relates to these different cabinet secretaries. So with that being said, let's jump right into this. So we're looking at that cabinet meeting, anything else that we need to know about that, and also kind of going forward. As always, this is for entertainment purposes only. Okay, so the cabinet meeting. Okay, and with that, this is, I consistently get this as our country. The Empress, almost all, it's just, I see this as our country. So this is at the heart of it, and that really was at the heart of that meeting, those secretaries of, in the cabinet, and waiting. This is also seeing something from a different perspective, but this is a lot of just like things in limbo is what this one's feeling like. So our country is in limbo. And it's really because, you've got this unelected oligarch, South African oligarch, that's kind of taken over our government. And this just feels very murky also. Like, is he in charge? Is he not in charge? Can he fire people? Can he not fire people? I mean, we all know constitutionally he cannot fire people, and the judges have been ruling in favor of the government workers too. The Sun card, things come to light. Okay, things come to light in the government. Wow, this is some really, these are all major arcana cards. So this is, I definitely want to take some time to look at this more because this is some serious energy. You've got our government is almost like being held hostage is what it feels like, but things are starting to come to light. We're starting to see those cracks in the other secretaries that are saying, no, we're not doing this. The Hermit card, this is a time to go within and finding your truth. This is also a card of, in the more negative aspect, this is going to be someone who really isolates themselves from everybody else. And that's what this government is trying to do. Musk and Trump are trying to isolate us from the rest of the free world. So we'll see kind of what comes up more with this. And the Emperor, I always see this as Mad King Don. He is letting Musk do whatever Musk wants to do. And he sat there and he was trying to appease both sides. We all saw that he said, well, the secretary, Musk can't fire anybody else. Okay, thank you. The judges have already said that. And so it's up to the secretaries. And so if they don't do it, then Musk is going to go back and do it, even though he's been told he can't do it. So, yeah, this is a lot of major energy. I think that meeting that last week, this is kind of one of those moments where we can look back and go, oh, that's where, we started seeing those cracks in the what even his own cabinet members are going to be, accepting. And the Sun card and the Hierophant, absolutely seeing the cracks. Things are coming to light. Okay, so that's a really powerful reading right there, just because of all that major arcana cards. So where is this going to go from here? And I kind of want to look at Rubio. What is Secretary of State Rubio going to do from here? Okay, and what he's going to do specifically, he's looking for a balanced way to go forward. That USAID is an agency under his purview, and he has expressed that he's not happy with how that's going. So that will be interesting to see. His focus is, how can I go forward? It's almost like he actually kind of wants to do a good job. And the Queen of Pentacles. He understands that it's Congress who controls the purse. They're the ones that appropriates the money, and he knows this because he's been in Congress. Rubio is one of those where it kind of gives off this feeling like he's an actual Republican. Now, I mean, he's tied his horse right now to, MAGAville, but he actually understands how things are supposed to go. He understands that money has been appropriated for his agency for him to use. And the Wheel of Fortune. This is just, and that whole U.S. aid is just, it goes in circles. Just keeps going in circles. It's like the judge says you have to, release the funds. Doge says they have. The contract people are saying we haven't received payment, and it's just this constant cycle. And I wonder if they're still going to be given that round, going around and around, even this evening. That deadline was 6 o'clock Monday evening. So we'll see definitely what happens with that. The foundation of this is work. There's still work to be done. So, either Musk is like, there's still work to be done to fleece the government, or there's more work to be. This is always a card of more work. There's work that we've already done. There's more work to be done. Okay. And Marco Rubio, once again, this was the focus. I wanted to focus specifically on Secretary of State Marco Rubio. This is one of anxiety, stress, feeling like you don't have a choice in the matter, feeling like your hands are tied. So this is, a lot of stress goes with this card. Which is interesting then that this card comes up because this is the burden card. This is a card of just a lot coming at someone. You can tell this person has got more on their plate than they can handle. It's a lot. Once again, it pairs very well with this card as far as the anxiety and stress burden. And so as this relates to Secretary Rubio, he's trying to find a way to go forward in this, but he really feels like his hands are tied. There's not a lot he can do. He's kind of like, I feel like he's holding on for dear life at this point in that cabinet. So I don't know how much pushback he is going to have. I think he's going to have some, because you get this. He understands how the government is supposed to work, how it's supposed to go forward. So, could there be cuts? I don't think anybody's saying there couldn't be cuts, but it's the way Musk is going about it. Okay. So let's see. With this, can we expect more pushback from the cabinet? Can we expect any more pushback? Because right now I'm showing that they're feeling very, like their hands are tied. There's not a lot they can do. So, will they have any more pushback? And with pushback, they understand who holds the money. It's Musk. He's controlling everything right now, and they understand that. Queen of Swords. This is a lot of, this is going to be somebody who they're in a position of power, but maybe not strong power. I've been seeing the queens more like the Democrats. The queens are also that nurturing aid that, we provide to the world in our soft power. So this Queen of Swords and this can also be the courts. The courts are saying you can't do this. So the courts are coming across. So I almost feel like this is coming from several different angles. You would think the courts would have power. You would think the cabinet would have power, but really it's Elon Musk who has the power, and there's pushback coming from several different ways with that. And this is a card of dishonesty. This is a card of the basic. I always saw this card as the fox is loose in the hen house. This is Musk is trying to get away with everything he can possibly get away with. He's not going to destroy everything. He's going to leave some stuff in place, but he's going to, absolutely try to just do as much damage as he can possibly do, even though there's, pushback, there's restrictions, or trying to be restrictions coming against him. This is a stronger card. So this, I'm especially compared to this. This is him trying to get away with everything, and then there is pushback. There are several, different, the cabinet, the courts, the people, everybody pushing back, saying no. It doesn't seem to deter him. And, we just want to go back to the way it was. We just want to go back to, when, the economy under Biden was really starting to rock and roll. And this is just, we want the nostalgia card. This is peace and security, good memories. And this is, we want to go back to that, not this dystopian nightmare that Musk is trying to create. Coming into this is patience. This is the balance between our emotions and physical world. I am getting that those, like Rubio knows when he can speak up and when he can't. I really wish I would have seen him speak up during that just horrendous Oval Office meeting with Zelensky, but you could see it on his face, on Secretary Rubio's face, that he was just couldn't believe what he was witnessing. So this is a card of, I'm feeling with this Temperance card, knowing what battles to fight. And you would think standing up for Ukraine would be one of those battles to fight, and maybe he is privately. It's kind of like knowing when to keep your mouth shut and when to speak up. I see that he spoke up in that cabinet meeting, so he knows when he can speak up. And I think that's what we're going to be seeing. We're going to be seeing from some of these cabinet secretaries, how is it best for us to use our power? And when do we need to use patience? Because they can't just, Trump will just fire him or have Musk do it, whatever. So this is one of patience and knowing when to use your power. And the long-term plan. With this card, security, money, and long-term planning. I have been seeing this as Musk having the long-term plan of how he's going to just get all the money he can. Right now, this can also be the long-term plan that some of these people that aren't real happy, and some of the Republicans that aren't happy, what is it that they're going to plan? What is it that they're going to do? How are they going to use their power very much in a strategic way? Because they realize that Musk has just been given total control. That's at the heart of this. Is he's been given control. He's lying. That's just. There's no way around that. There's no other way to say that. Is he in charge? Is he not in charge? Is he firing people? He can't fire people, but yet he's fired people. So it's just, once again, we go back to that circular argument that they are telling people. And what I'm seeing here is there is going to be pushback when they can do it. And they're going to be very careful about what it is they do right now. That's what, let me pull this up here real quick. That's kind of what I'm getting with that meeting that happened, what was that, last week with Elon Musk and the cabinet with Trump. Trump is trying to appease all sides. He reined Musk in, sort of. He tells people what they want to hear. It looks as though I watch some of those cabinet secretaries. That will be interesting to see where we're going to see pushback on that. I'm not seeing this card here. The Temperance card is telling me there's not going to be a whole lot of pushback from the cabinet immediate, but we're going to start seeing, going back to that Sun card, we're going to start seeing those cracks even more, and some of that pushback even more. And that Queen of Swords this is going to be coming from all sides. with as it pertains to Musk and Trump, you're going to have some pushback from some Republicans. You're going to have, now not MAGA, Republicans, okay? There's a distinction there. You're going to have the courts saying you can't do this. You're going to have the people's protests. You're going to have people calling their elected officials. I mean, it's coming from all directions, and that pressure is absolutely being felt. So that's what I'm seeing with that. Thank you for spending some of your time with me. Just real quick, this is a new YouTube channel. I'm not new to Tarot, just new to YouTube. And, as I'm trying to build this channel, I really do appreciate, you watching the videos, subscribe, like, comment, especially if there's something in the United States that you would like me to see me to do a reading on. Just, drop it in the comments. And yeah, thank you very much for joining me, and I will catch you on the next video. Have a good day.